What's going on, YouTube family? This is Nicole, another video. I'm trying to do weeklies all 2021. So I'm in my kitchen. Hopefully by now you all have seen my kitchen reno. My cabinet paint was the first video I recorded. I also did my backsplash and a few other things, my floors. So check out my previous videos if you haven't already. My channel has merged into a channel about home DIYs, renovations, like do-it-yourselves, especially for women who, may not feel as comfortable doing certain DIY projects. And I'm here to let you know that you can. I've done quite a few things in my first home. My first home is not a fixer-upper, but in a way it is. It's not my forever home, but I'm definitely making it more homey, one DIY at a time. So today, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I installed this light fixture behind me. I had one of those, what they call a boob light in the kitchen, and it was just throwing off my whole vibe. I'm trying to go for more of a little modern, just kind of modern in the black and white theme, black, white, and nickel. So I bought this light fixture right here off of Amazon. I'll show you in the video, if you haven't seen already, what the old light fixture looked like, the boob light. But this is so cute. I'm so proud of myself, and stay tuned, watch the whole video through so you can see how I did this, and it was a success, y'all. I was scared towards the end. I was like, I need the fire extinguisher just in case some fire go down. But stay tuned. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. I'm being consistent. I'm trying to deliver y'all like some dope content that you can actually use this year. And I look terrible, but I promise y'all in the next video, I'm gonna look cute. I've been putting in work today, so that's why I was like, I'm not even about to do all that makeup, XYZ. Let's get into the video. Like, subscribe, comment, let me know what y'all want to do next, all that good stuff that other YouTubers say. Let's get into the video. Okay, so first and foremost, make sure that you guys find the circuit breaker and cut off the electricity to the floor that the kitchen's on. Okay, second, so don't forget to cut that off. That's very important. I'm sure you saw that in other tutorials if you've done your research. So once you do that, then you can go ahead and start removing the light fixture that you have. I removed the globe part first of the boob light or whatever you want to call it. And then I went in just with a screwdriver. I used like 2 different screwdrivers, the Phillips and the flathead, to pretty much unscrew all of the screws that were on the original light fixture. If you're somebody who's trying to like install a light fixture and you don't already have electricity like set up and all that, I can't help you. This video won't really help you. But if you have an existing fixture and you want to remove and replace it, this video should help you. So just note how the wires are in the original light fixture so you can use that as a guide. Took that off. So here is the light fixture I ordered from Amazon. So it's really cute. It has a modern vibe and it's simple. It's like a pendant light. I saw on some of the reviews from Amazon that a lot of people would have either one of these in their space that they put it in, or 2, depending on how big your space is. My kitchen isn't too huge, so 1 was fine. Came with everything that you need except for, the screwdriver and everything. But yeah. So this is the instructions. I'm going to tell y'all now, the instructions did not help me, not one bit. I didn't understand the language. I didn't understand anything. And it wasn't a thorough, instruction guide. So I kind of just used what I done for my research, as well as, the cords and wiring from my existing and how it was set up to actually set up the new one. So what I'm doing here is I'm trying to unscrew the original bracket from the old or existing light fixture to put in the new one. And what I decided is that the old one was fine. I just needed to add the screws that go into the new fixture to the existing bracket. And that way, for the most part, it's already set up. So all I did was I removed the copper wire from the existing fixture, as well as the black and white wires. And then I just took off the bracket, the existing bracket, so that I can add the 2 screws that you need to actually attach the new light fixture. If you have any questions about what I'm saying, send me a comment or a message. This is kind of blurry. My baby was doing the camera for me and she did her best. But can't really see too clearly in this. There'll be other shots where you can see more clearly what's going on up there in the ceiling. But pretty much just remove screws, just remove the old bracket so that you can bring that down in order to be able to put the screws in for the new fixture. This should all make sense in a second. But right here, you'll see that the old bracket is kind of hanging. And I did that so that it's not completely hanging, but it's kind of hanging so that I can stick the screws in that belong to the new fixture. Again, if it seems unclear or doesn't make quite sense, send me a comment and I'll definitely try to guide you guys. So this is the old bracket with the two of those are the ones I'm pointing to right now. Those are the old screws. I just kept the old screws with it, even though the new light fixture came with screws for the new bracket. I just, it's not broken, don't fix it. All I had to do was the two inner silver screws, those go to the new light fixture, and that's what will attach it to the ceiling. So those are what I had to add to the old bracket in order for this all to work. This little copper thing with the loop hanging off of the green screw, that was already there from the old light fixture, so I kept it as is. And I just noted in my head how the wires were set up on the old fixture so that when I went in with the new fixture, I know how to add the cords, how to put things together and things like that. So now what I'm doing is I'm just screwing the initially existing screws in tight. And this process was very hard and long. It was, for some reason, I don't know if it was rusty, the screws were rusty or what, but it took some real manpower for me to screw it in. So if you're doing something like this and you know how to use or have a power drill, that might be helpful. We have one, but I don't quite know how to put it together yet, so I didn't even bother. I just was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it the manual way. So once I did that, I started to, I picked up the new light fixture and I started to position the wires the way that should be. So what I'm doing is I am with my hand right now, I'm tightening the screws for the new fixture so that it's tight. I think you should have like a wrench or something for this, but I have one somewhere, but I don't know if I have the right size, so I didn't even bother. I used my hands and it still worked out just fine. So just trying to tighten that. And then the new light fixture comes with the copper piece that I was telling you about earlier. So you pretty much put that through the biggest center hole of the light fixture. Hopefully you guys can see this. So you put that up in there just like the old one. And you're going to attach that to that little copper thing. So it's kind of like copper to copper, black to black, white to white when you're doing the cords. The instructions had like these fancy names to the cords, and it kind of just completely threw me off. So I just did my research. Like I said, people were telling me black to black, white to white, copper to copper. Okay, so that's what I did. I just used my research from the internet, from other YouTube videos, and made sure I connected the cords to the appropriate cord based on color. So copper to copper, white to white, black to black. And I just put them together, tightened them with my hand as tight as I could. I didn't have like pliers or anything, but that's okay. If you don't have pliers, mine's worked out just fine. The only thing I didn't add in the footage or that I forgot to record is I had to go back and just put the wires through the center. So the middle wire, I put it through that center hole right there, the big one. Everything else, I still connected the same wires the way I said, color to color. I just had to go back and put it in there because I had to roll the cord up to my desired length because this light fixture is adjustable, and I realized that it hung too low. So then once I got it in there, everything tight, caps on, wires together, cord up in there the way I wanted it, then I screwed these caps on and I was good to go. It was pretty much like in place. So just a note. And then here is the desired length right there. That circle around at the top of the ceiling, that's because whoever had the house before, they painted around the previously existing light fixture and didn't like take it off to paint. So now I have to paint the ceiling again to make it that white color. And that's okay. It's a little halo around it right now, but I think it still looks good for right now. So once I opened the little sphere up to make it the circle shape, I grabbed the bulbs. These bulbs came from Amazon. They were recommended based on what previous customers who bought this light fixture ordered, and they fit the description of what the light fixture holds, 60 watts. So I went ahead and purchased it. It came with 6. So I'll have extra for like a previous, I'm sorry, not previous, but I'll have extra for like another project, or if I need to replace this bulb or other bulbs in the house. So I screwed it on, and once I screwed it on, then I went downstairs to cut on the breaker, cut the lights back on, the power back on this floor. And you guys, look what happened. It's coming. Wait for it. Boom. And no sparks flew, y'all. I grabbed the extinguisher before I cut the light power back on, just in case. I was very, very nervous, but it worked out perfectly. The light fixture looks beautiful, even with the little halo at the ceiling right now. But I'm so proud of myself. You know, we're a couple days in, and the fixture, you know, everything is still fine and dandy. And you know, no fire hazards over here. Just take every precaution that you can when you're doing your research before you change out your light fixture. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. You guys are really enjoying my home DIYs, probably as much as I am. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, leave me messages, and I will see you guys in the next video.